The survey speech is a platform that permits to distribute surveys in easy mode, where the voice is the unique way to acquire the answer. The survey speech architecture is based on a client-server paradigm, and the user interface is web-based and also responsive. To get into the framework, a user needs to be logged via username and password. So far, we are creating the username and password out of band. So if you want to test the platform, I will be happy to create the credential for you. And because we are in early stage, the platform doesn't support roles. This means that everyone has access to the survey deployed in the system. Once you are in, this page is rendered. This page is the main page where all the surveys are listed, and it permits to interact with other functionalities such as create a new surveys, edit the surveys, generate the major link, and export the result. If you click on add new survey, this page is rendered. In the left panel, you have to select the language. Select the right language is important because during the acquisition, the text-to-speech engine will use this language to read the question to your audience. Below the language, you have the button to add a new question, and the details of the question, so means the title and the option, are rendered in the panel at the right. When all the questions are added, you have to click on the submit button to store the data in the server, and after clicking the button you will be redirected to the main page, so you are able to see the new survey appended in the list. If you want to share the survey with your audience, you need to click the copy link button in order to copy the magic link in your clipboard. Once the URL is in your clipboard, you can, for example, create a mail, paste the URL in the mail, and share the URL with your audience. Or you can, for example, create a message on WhatsApp and broadcast your URL. When your audience receive the magic link and click on it, this page is rendered. On the left panel, the user has a list of the question. If the user click on the green button read question on the right panel, the text-to-speech engine will read the question. Instead, to acquire the answer, the user has to click on the red button Start Listening. In this way, the speech-to-text engine will listen for 5 seconds and translate the voice in the text. When the user completes the acquisition, he has to click on the Submit button and the questions are stored into the server. When you want to export the answers, for example, because the survey achieved the deadline, you have to click on the export button from the main page. In this way, a CSV file is downloaded in your local machine, and you can manipulate the data how you prefer. For example, you can open with a Excel style software. So I said before, the UI is responsive. In fact, for example, in these images, we are showing a simulation of iPhone 12. The clicking on the burger button only on this modality, the burger button is shown. The burger button is the button with the 3 lines on the top left. When a user click on this button, the panel with the question is shown. this panel will be closed when a user will select a question. So if the user tap on a question, this panel will be dismissed, and then the user can continue to work as I explained before. So for example, to provide the answer, he need to click on start listening, the red button. Show how it works in live mode. So after login, I can add a new survey and select the language. And for example, I add just one survey with one question, one question as a survey title, whereas the question title should be my question, and we can add the option, for example option 1, option 2, and I save it, and so I have the survey here. Now I can copy the link in order to export it, and I pass the link on my browser, so I have this page with the survey with this only one question. If I click read question,
my question option 1, option 2,
I have the speech for this for this question. If I want to provide an answer, I just click on start listening, option 1, my voice is translated in text here, and then I can submit the question. So the queue page is rendered. If I come back to the page before and I export the data, so now I have a CSV file that if I open it with numbers, because I have a number on my Mac, I have this output. For example, the title of the question, the option, my answer, and the UID. Okay, so I do log out and say